mean, I could tell you. What happened to this? Oh. Oh, it's just because it's so fucking quiet. Oh, no. There it is. Oh, wait, but we're not there yet. What am I doing? Shot a hoe. Oh shit, I need a shot glass. Yay. Jeff made the slides, which I love, by the way. But I didn't demand that of him. He's just being, he knows me and loves me. I mean, for my sake, to be honest, Chad, it's slightly horrific when a new T-Swift album comes out, because for every one person that's like, yay, I feel like there's like 2 or 3 people that's like, fuck you. I'm just like, can I just like the ladies' albums? It's a blessing, yeah, absolutely. No, I just mean the way people react in my spheres, in my mini spheres, in my parasocials, and my socials. I just like the ladies' music. She's a nice lady. Nice lady. Are you guys ready to get it started? What's up, the beer god? Who's ready to get it started? Say, Chubbs for streams if you want to get this stream started right now. I'm going to need at least 13 people to say it. 13 people have to say, I'm Chubbs for stream in order for me to go live to start the stream. To start the actual show, rather. The stream is started, but you know what I mean. Chubbs for stream. No one's done it yet. Suck butts. It's not what I said I need. I need 13 people. Call me Chubbers and flick my blubbers. I have a Chubbs for the stream. Poop face. There's one person kind of did it. I'm Chubbs for streams. That's 2. I'm Chubbs for stream. That's 3. We need 10 more. That's not even as many people watching is how many we need. All right, fine. I need 7. I'm so chubby, I'm getting a gym membership online. All right, I'll take it. I can do it 10 times. Don't. It has to be different people.
For stream.
I'm Chubbs for stream.
Chubbs.
13, too big of an ass.
Chubbs, so we can start.
I'm Chubbs for stream for real. Jesus, God. I'm 10 people chubs. Unbelievable. All right. Jeff, I think, is found his seat. Chubs for stream. Chubs for Bubs. I'm starting to lose my chubs.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. All right, I guess that's enough people. I don't know. I stopped counting. All right, let's do this. All right, sprawled out chubs for the stream. That means we really got to get it going now. He was the one that was like, he was like the bunny in Alice in Wonderland just now. He's like, I'm late for a very important date.
Happens to the best of us.
Oh my God, seriously. I'm surprised I'm not the one this time being like, oh, cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Making cocktails for you, Carly. Making you laugh, making you blue. Cocktails,
Yabba dabba doo.
Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and reference. And a DuckTales theme song parody. And Carly. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Jeff's stern look is freaking me out right now, but I'm ready for anything, Jeff. I'm ready for war. Where's
Party.
There it is.
Having a jean jacket
party. Yeah, you were dressed. I'm gonna say I like the that you've made choices here, but it's an odd. I don't know what's going on. Is that a wig?
God. Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I just didn't know, bro.
Well, I do like this haircut. I am thinking about it.
Going for it, getting like the 70s.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe. But yeah, when it comes time to get ready, I don't got the time. So you just put on a wig, and it's just like every.
This is why it's pure laziness. Is why you have the wig. That's what we do it. It's not an aesthetic choice. Jeff is angry, just disappointed in us. Absolutely. Well, Jeff, literally the first thing Jeff said to me, which is so funny. It's a fucking shit show over here, which is like, I just want that on a t-shirt, Jeff, to be quite honest with you.
I just got home. The traffic is because it's raining in New York, so of course, like, traffic is like 10 times slower.
Gotcha.
I get home like just in time, and I'm like trying to run around getting like ingredients and like try to eat something, and I was like, okay, I gotta go downstairs and turn the stream on, and I came down. Yeah, got that on, and yes, those are the first words I wrote.
It's a fucking shit show. I was like, where's the... I thought I was expecting, like, smoke.
And my daughters heard it, and they were like, what, you said the SH word. And I was like,
right. And the bad F. Oh, no, maybe you just said it's a shit show. I don't know, but regardless, we're glad you're here, Jeff. We're glad you made it one piece, and guys... Yeah. It's a lightning round, cocktails. I have to end a little early tonight because we're trying to do all this extra recording for the podcast because of that was definitely a cork popping off.
That was a Prosecco.
Tonight has a Prosecco. Yeah, tonight we've got some bubbly. I'm glad no one was injured just now. But it's a fucking shit show here in my life. Exactly. That's how I felt. I've never felt more connected to Jeff than when he said that to me. But I'm so excited for tonight's cocktails. But yeah, I have to go record something after this. The show was really fun on Friday. I got up with Ed and we joked around and we had a good time. And Jeff, after my own heart, I am in love with these slides this week. You did such a great job, and I just want to profusely thank you for that.
I've and I didn't have to bother you for too many photos. I've got a nice little arsenal of Holden photos over here now.
That's so fun. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I only sent you the one. And
past ones.
You killed it. This looks exactly like the cover, but with my creepy face instead of hers. It tells a story. You're about to go on a ride right now, guys. We're going to make this drink, and we're going to tell you, it tells a little story. It's kind of amazing. So tonight we're making the Midnight Swifty. And that is going to be... I'm so excited to taste this drink, Jeff. And yes, finally the curse has been broken. I was able to get every single one of the ingredients in one place. And I'm just so...
God, I'm so happy to hear that.
Man, baby, thank you so much for the sub, Wallabim. So it is vodka, blue curacao. I think it was a misspell. Ginger beer, limoncello, and Prosecco. So step one is going to be 1 part vodka. 1 part vodka. Jeff has the drink
I didn't.
tray over there.
Blue Curacao. I spelled that right.
There was a C. There's 3 C's instead of an R. Where an R should. There's a C where an R should be, and the.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
You're fine though.
Well, it happens. All right. Yes.
All right, here we go. We've get the one. Oh, I'm opening everything new as well, so gotta go get the Stoli vodka. So I was gonna get the Tito's. It was like almost double the price. I was like, what are we doing here?
I, of course, will be doing 2.
Yeah, Taylor's cocktail would be a cup of Starbucks coffee, pretty much. All right, next up, we've got 1 part blue Curacao. You spelled it right on the slide, just not on the opening.
Yeah.
I love that you got the fonts and everything for the Midnights, for the cover of the Midnights album. 1 part blue Curacao.
Yeah, it was.
Graphic designer Jeff. I love the slides.
I also, by the way, huge fan of blue Curacao in a cocktail. That's something that Jeff turned me on to. That was one of the only ingredients I already still had. But I'm happy to have an excuse. I'm so interested to try the limoncello, though. I don't think I've ever tried limoncello. 1 part ginger beer, ladies and gentlemen. 1 part ginger beer. Also, if you're a little confused watching Jeff mix it, he's mixing for 2. Lindsay is getting one of these as well. So we got 1 part ginger beer right there. Don't worry about the man standing behind Taylor at the red carpet event. I'm sure he's fine. He doesn't have any ill intentions. All right, 1/2 part limoncello. So I got this Caravella limoncello original. I'm interested to try this out in some different cocktails. I've never tried limoncello. Is this something we can shoot? By the way, I was thinking about making a shots incentive with limoncello.
I've had, you can put it on ice and drink it straight.
That means you can shoot it. All right. What do we got here?
Oh, that's right. Oh, shit. That's gonna... Are you sure?
Absolutely. Oh, wait. That's the... Is that the cocktails incentive? Oh, yeah. $20 to finish your drink. I'm going to change that to $15 limoncello shot. $15 limoncello shot this time around.
They shoot it in Italy, says Carl. Okay.
There you go.
A 1/2 part.
All right. Well, yeah, instead of finish... Well, I guess I'll keep finish your drink. Fuck it, I'll keep finish your drink. Why not?
Yeah, a second. I need to make a call to Lindsay here. Lindsay?
$10 shot of limoncello. How do you spell it?
Well, according to this thing, it's Limoncello.
Got it. All right, shot of limoncello for 15. We got to get these incentives in. We're ending an hour early, ladies and gentlemen. Be the prime minister of the cocktail stream. The first person to donate for a shot will be tonight's prime minister of the cocktail stream. So there you go. Do you want to be a prime minister, or do you want to fucking give up the title like that old lady did over there in jolly old England? There's the new incentives up right now. 3 parts, and we're going to do that in a shot glass, huh? All right, let's try it. I got to open up my Prosecco.
I'm doing it just to show the kind of the rough proportioning. You do not really have to be this precise with it.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Yeah, I figured let's go for it.
Totally. Let me just open this up right here. It's
There's
good with ice.
There's in the room here with me, so I'm gonna.
All right, I'm gonna sip it with some ice, maybe later. We've got to. I'm doing a High School Musical 2 watch along with MJ and Jackie after this. We get some extra.
Right.
Hi.
Right.
Daddy said the badass.
I said the badass word earlier, you guys.
Yeah.
All right, go. Save yourself. Don't give it all right away. Look at the dance.
Oh, beautiful.
I'll roast you later.
I never say that word, girls. It's an evil word.
I heard you said that actually like 10 times. And I heard you say the F word.
They heard you do the F word, apparently.
Just scared my wife for the 3rd time today.
Oh, because it popped real loud?
Yeah,
Ours
yeah.
did too, and I did a jump.
1,
It's a popper.
2. I wish I had made you. Well, I guess you still have to work. Maybe I can make you one later, Lex. This looks really yummy. I've never had limoncello before. All right, and then stir with ice.
It does. Byron was just saying it looks like a cool drink from like Star Wars, you know? Yeah.
But she just wants to say hi and she loves you guys. All right, she'll never forget about you guys. But she's also kind of whatever. Oh my God, can you give me a tumbler or I mean, yeah, a glass for my drink? And what's the last step? Be one with the drink. Meld, you are the drink, and the drink is you. Now I don't. Let's see these slides again while Lexi gets me this glass.
That is creepy.
So it's vodka, blue curacao, or according to this list, blue cucacao. Cucacao, ginger beer, limoncello, and prosecco. 1 part vodka, 1 part blue curacao, 1 part ginger beer, 1/2 part limoncello. And this is just this slide especially, Jeff. I mean, I don't understand what's going on here. I feel like we could have done this slightly more tastefully. I don't know, Jeff. 3 parts prosecco. I see the connection being made to a certain character from a wonderful horror film. Stir with ice, and of course, be one with drink. Meld, you are the drink, and the drink is you. It is a fun mix. I'm so excited to try this drink. Jeff's had his hand up for forever. Let me just pour it into a glass.
I left that slide because I did those yesterday, and Photoshop was open with that picture of you wearing Taylor Swift's face. And I got to work today and plugged my computer like into my monitor. The first thing that pops up huge on my monitor when there's people around
funny.
Is this Texas chicken sort of thing.
Cheers, Jeff. Cheers.
Cheers. Da-da-da-da.
Yummy. My God, that's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that.
That's
Ooh,
quite
Jeff,
good.
this is one of your best yet, I think. This is so good. I love the ingredients. I think it's really nice. I like, I always like when you introduce something new. Because we've had blue curacao. We've had ginger beer. We've had prosecco. But adding the limoncello is so great, and it just balances so well. I don't even taste the spirit, which is good because it's vodka. So, yeah.
That was part of the deal, and I was making these. I started with, sometimes with these, I'll start with an existing recipe for something, and then I'll be like, okay, well, that doesn't interest me. I'm going to start messing with it my own little way. And so that's kind of what I did. I found this midnight cocktail that had blue currant.
Oh, cool. So it's literally called the Midnight, and you just altered it a little bit?
It was called like the Midnight Kiss or something, and it had blue curacao and it had vodka in it. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to start adding some other things. And because I wanted to do a Taylor Swift themed drink for you. And
yeah, thank you. And this was a total surprise. I did not request this, and I just love it. So I love that you did this. I was so pleased. I hadn't actually I saw the ingredients, but I hadn't actually checked out the slides today, and I'm just loving what you've done here. So, really good stuff. Thank you so much.
The last one's really disturbing. It's
what are you
fun.
talking about? That's
the last one?
Yeah, I've always said I
With
wanted
her
to wear
skin?
her skin. Yeah, I wanted to be her. I didn't want to have sex with
the
her.
visualization, though, it's got, an authenticity to it.
AMPM video, my VODs, for some reason I have to manually allow you to watch them, and I didn't realize that, so I'll start doing that, and then soon, hopefully, I'll just figure out how to fix the problem, so I don't even have to manually do it. So, well, it's a win, so don't worry about it too much. Oh, you do? Is this a new thing? Like, this is just a new Twitch thing?
Well, it was, I think, I don't know. Yeah, I just now, ever since I did the 12-hour stream, I now have to publish all my... And they did say there's a way you can go back and, make it auto-publish again, but I can't find it.
All right, I'll look it up. I'll figure it out. Should be a setting in Twitch to auto-publish VODs. Just set it up on a new channel. Yeah, we'll do. It's just something I keep forgetting about, too, because it's a new problem. I haven't had to deal with that before. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to CockTails, and thank you, AMPM Video, for saying also, FYI, CockTails is the best. I agree. I'm so happy to be back here at CockTails. We already missed one when it came back around a couple weeks ago, and so...
Sorry, that was my fault.
Oh, you're fine. It's my fault this week that we have to end a little early because I'm over-scheduling myself. I just sat down to talk to Lexi, we're supposed to do a different Twitch watch-along of Scream this week, and I've double booked myself for that, so I have to figure that out as well. With the child, it's the child is what it is. The child caring is what it is. What's the runtime on Scream? What's the runtime on Scream? Scream.
I bet 2 hours or something.
I hope it's less. Hour 40. All right, maybe I can make that work.
There you go.
Kids do ruin everything, and they hear you say the bad S word. I mean, how many times is your girl's going to be screaming about how shitty their shit stinks and how much shit their job is, or their, they'll start calling their teacher like shitty Mrs. Katz or whatever her name is. You know what I mean?
Jeff, what are the girls being for Halloween?
Is there a pile of shit?
What are they being?
They're being cats, actually. Not cats from the movie Cats, but like actual full-on, like these big cats. And, they decided we're all going to be cats. So we all have these giant parade, like, cat costumes. And,
love it.
That's cool.
That. Yeah.
It's
nice.
Beautiful. That's very fun. Oh, so is this in honor of us coming to your town with Release the Butthole Cut coming to the Bell House in December? Thank you in advance for that. And you might as well hang on to those cat costumes, Jeff, because you guys should wear those to the show. Because I think a lot of people are going to be dressing up as cats and dogs. Carly, are you dressing up? Of course Carly's dressing up. She's dying for us to ask her, and we might ask her in a little bit, but we're not going to yet. We're not going to ask her yet. I have a foam Bud Light costume. Is that cool? I used to have this foam sperm costume, and I would just be a sperm several years in a row, just slip it over yourself, and you just go. You know what I mean?
Entrapment Dad said, I wanted to make a joke about the cat costumes having buttholes, but then realized it's your children, and that's not okay.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Totally fine. As Lindsay says there, they love cat buttholes. They love
cat buttholes.
I took one of them, one of them was on a play date the other day to a ceramics painting class. I took my daughter Violet, and I painted a turtle. She painted a cat. She painted a big butthole on the cat. It's this lovely little well-painted little adorable thing. You turn it around, there's this huge X. They love to make this big cat X butt thing. Make fun of my children and their cat buttholes all you want.
I love it. Love it. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's a delicious drink, the Midnight Swifty, of course, in honor of the new T-Swift album, Midnights. I'm going to regrettably ask the two of you, have you listened to the new album? Jeff, you have. Jeff said yes.
Yeah. I listened to it on day one. You converted me. We talked about this.
That's right. You've been converted. What do you think about it?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah. It's a little creepy thing that she does every now and then, where she it's like her voice, but she's lowered it. Yeah.
I'm a sucker for that. When anyone does that,
I like that too. It's almost haunting a little bit. It's kind of.
I will say, Delicate has been stuck in my head since it was played on the Friday stream. Love it. I just got a Reputation on vinyl, and I wish every record would do this. It's picture discs. So the fucking vinyl looks so cool. It's these cool, elaborate portraits of her, on each side, and they're all different. And, one of them's, white with, black. They're all black and white, but one's, white backing with. It looks so cool. And I'm like, can they all be like this? It reminds me a lot of the Lover album. I feel like it reminds me a lot of Reputation. It's like Reputation and Folklore fucked and had, a dog.
I want to show you something real quick.
Carla's going to show off something. Dr. Squirrel Man, she's a man, baby. Thank you so much for the sub. And again, here are the donation incentives tonight. Got a couple of boozy ones. And again, we're ending an hour early, so get those in for the karaoke. Any song you want. I'd love to have Carly singing us something by the end of the hour. And then, of course, you've got a shot of limoncello for $15, $20 to finish our drink, and, of course, to start, $5 for a toast or roast to you. This is a picture vinyl?
This was it was in my grandparents' house, and they had this old record player in the basement, and this was my favorite one. I wound up getting it.
That's cool.
But look at how cool those pictures are.
I should show you.
I was a sucker,
if
man.
It wasn't such a pain in the ass to get it out, the neutral Milk Hotel vinyl set that I have. the Holland 1945. Like there's an EP that's all Holland versions of Holland 1945, and it's so cool looking. Like it's kind of reminds me of that. The illustrations on each side. It's a beautiful picture disc like that.
I think it's great.
At your place before you guys moved to LA. I remember you showed me that when you just got it.
So cool.
Thing. And yeah, it's the whole thing is like one. It's like a big art collection in one little box with the records. It's so amazing.
Oh hell yeah, Al Dog, love it. Yeah, I always say 1989 is her best album, and Reputation is my favorite album. But Midnight's is fantastic. There's a couple songs I'm kind of whatever about on it, but there's also some tracks in there that are probably would be in my top 10 of her stuff of all time. So it really goes back and forth. I'm kind of Snow on the Beach. It just kind of is whatever. Nothing on there I would ever skip. I don't think. Snow on the Beach though is like it might as well be called Heroin on the Beach. It's very like snoozers. And you have Lana Del Rey, and I just feel like she's kind of underused. But the problem is like. I could sit here and talk great things about it all day, but there's only like a couple of negative things, so I end up honing in on those. But regardless, the album is great, and I'm happy people are enjoying it. And it's also funny, man, baby. It's so funny that Koala just says porno, just says pornography is his comment. Yeah, love Lana Del Rey. Think she's great. Dude, Maggie Rogers just posted her tour schedule. I want to really try to go and see her in, I think it's February or March. So much good music out there. Carly Rae Jepsen's album also is just phenomenal. So check out The Loneliest Time as well. And please, for the love of fucking God, especially if you're in Austin or Dallas, purchase a ticket to our live show. Release the Butthole Cut. We got the ticket numbers back. They're fine. They're okay. There are some, but we need to fucking get this show. We need to sell the show way more. So please check out Release the Butthole Cut. Page7.show is a good place to. That's a good way to go. Page7.show. Got my MPLS ticks. Hell yeah, dog. And LA's selling pretty well, and Bell House is selling pretty well, you know, but we gotta do our part and make sure everybody knows about it. Hell yeah, Weed Wife. But anywho, new Jimmy World track dropped last week too. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, they're putting some stuff out, huh?
I did not know
that. Yes, please, Chicago. Yeah, dude, I'll be there in Chicago. All right, Carly, what are we dressing as? For Halloween.
For Halloween, I was like, right now, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, right now you are.
I'm an amalgamation of something.
Your pool hall mama. Your pool hall mama is what I'm.
All right, cool. I got my danglies.
Yeah, your pool hall mama. That's your title for sure. Hot Rod.
Watch out! Watch out if I take off this jacket.
Right.
What?
You've seen some shit. You know you're jaded, but you're at the pool hall just trying to have a good time. See if you could meet that mystery man you've been after all this time.
Right. You know, I'm just having fun.
Yeah, you're dating yourself.
The reason I have the wig, I totally entertain myself with this shit. But the reason I have the wig is because we're being gargoyles, like Disney gargoyles.
Oh, nice.
So this is my Demona wig. I'm gonna like spike it up with a crown, and we've got wings. We got the flappy wings. I'm putting it all together. Bodysuits. Loincloths on top of bodysuits.
Nice.
Claws. And toenails.
Nice.
And makeup. It's quite an endeavor, but cool. I'm getting pretty excited. I think I'll have it done.
That's cool, for sure.
And then Kiddo is being a zombie construction worker. So we took this spray foam and put it on a construction hat, so it looks like brains coming out of his hat. And yeah, I've just been dirtying up some cheap clothes that I got. Yeah,
Lex and I always start with good intentions, especially lately with the baby, and we always end just by being like, I don't fucking know. Do you want to just go? We may just do Hocus Pocus. Lexi already has her costume. Winnie could be Winifred, which would be kind of funny. And I could be the fucking horny-ass Sarah Jessica Parker. We started watching the movie, the sequel, last night as well. We're enjoying it.
Oh, good.
We're enjoying it. Yeah, it's fun. It is.
I haven't seen it yet.
I think they spend way too much time on like the young version of them in the beginning. They spend like just a little too long. You're like, where are we? Let's just get to the reason for the season here, which takes even longer because they have to go to present day and then like get to the point where the witches are out. It's fun. Yeah. I'm enjoying it, and at the same time,
I imagine it's a romp.
How many times have you worn a hot dog suit? You know, honestly, only a couple.
True?
I did have one. Man, baby, Aster B, thank you so much for the Prime.
Ooh.
Greatly appreciate it, my friend. And again, smash that sub button. Blow its brains out with your clicks. All the subs are greatly appreciated as I attempt to maintain my hold on my personal sub goal for this month that I met last month. So
I was going to say, as a fun little game for all of you, if you're feeling donation-y, Holden does have to do some recording right after this.
Yes.
That's why he's leaving early, so you can get him really, really fucked up.
Get me so fucked up for that. Because it's High School Musical 2 watch long, and it'll definitely make it a lot more ridiculous if I show up hammered to that. $15 for a shot of limoncello, $20 to finish your drink. There's the link right there. Also, a toast or roast for you for $5. $10, choose one of us for karaoke. I always like to try to get Carly singing some karaoke by the end of the hour, and that way the girls can maybe make an appearance. Who knows? At this point, they've already learned the S word, so I don't know. Maybe they might be off trying cigarettes right now. I'm not really sure how it works.
The other day, I called Lindsay. I was in the car. I was running really late. Again, I was just because traffic was really bad. This was last Friday, and I call her, and I made like a wrong turn. I'm trying to get somewhere, and I thought the woman behind me was gonna crash into me, and I was trying to also make this merge, and I go, oh, fuck, like that, and I was like, oh, all right. And then I hear this little silence, and I hear my daughter Emily go, Emily and Violet are in the car. I didn't know she had a speaker, and
that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I think we've all been there, right, guys?
That's so funny, dude.
I mean, we were
I'm
driving
about to be there. I'm going to be there really
Never
soon. Right now, I can just still liberally cut. In fact, I love every now and again just being like, hey, yeah, that ball's pretty fucking cool, isn't it? You know, as we'll be like playing with like toys or whatever. You know what I mean? And just laugh about it. But yeah, soon I'm going to have to zip it up a little bit. I think I'm just going to have the policy because there's no way I'm not going to accidentally say curse words. I curse all the time. And I think it just it was so many times. That's so funny. I think I would just have to be like, you just can't say this at school.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
I came home and I was like, guys, look, I didn't know you were there. I was like trying to apologize, and they were like, it's fine. We've heard you say it before.
Yeah.
Right. It's just when they just need to know when they can and can't say that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
We drove past.
It started, Koala. She's a man, baby. Thank you for the 5. What do you want, a toast or a roast? What were you going to say, Carly?
We drove past Byron's brother earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday. But anyway, Archer was in the back seat, and he said, "Oh, is that my brother?" We couldn't quite see his face, but we did see, driving by. He was flicking him off, and there were questions about like, It's like, yes, that is how you can show love.
My grandfather was racist and dropped the N-word, so my dad called a man in the store the N-word when he was a kid. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, it is kind of amazing how early. It's so funny how early racists feel the need to indoctrinate. She's a man, baby. When they feel the need to indoctrinate a kid on race, when it's like they're not even thinking about that yet. Like, why do you need to immediately, like, why do you care that much? That's the thing about racists are nothing if not impassioned. They really care a lot about the difference between people who have a different skin. It is really something that is in the front of their head in a way that I just couldn't imagine. It just sounds exhausting to me to have that much of an energy towards such an innocuous fucking dumb fuck thing.
My grandmother was like proudly racist, and yeah, I remember she would tell this story about that where she like openly called a black man the M word, to his face in some sort of social situation, and he understandably got really pissed off, and like these other guys had to calm him down. I mean, God knows they may have like beat him up or something. I have no idea like how much more racist it got than even her amusing story.
Right.
And even as a kid, I remember thinking, you shouldn't be telling me this. This is not a good. You are not the hero of the story.
Yeah, exactly. That's always a funny thing too.
All right, you're a piece of shit.
That's always funny too when someone's telling, racist aside, when someone's telling you a story and you slowly realize they think they're the hero and they're just so not the hero. You're like, I think you like really fucked up.
Yeah.
My parents are strict evangelicals. I've had my mouth washed out more times than I can count. Oh my God. I was trying to teach racism to a child that is literally incapable of seeing color. That's what I'm saying. It's like, why do we, and they always try to get in there so early, and the kid's just like, what? I just want to play with these fucking blocks. Like, what are we doing? What? What do you mean?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Koala, we've got a round of toast. Also, slutty change. Flame my ass, set my cheeks on fire, and roast me, you fucky fucks. Also, shout out to myself for putting together the Roundtable episode tournament, which starts tomorrow. Yeah, if you want to get more information on that in chat, we've got a whole bracket system going and everything. And it looks awesome. I'm very curious to see what episode will win the Roundtable episode tournament. Seems like a lot of fun. Brackets, though, you never know. Some stuff gets screwed over in brackets, I feel like you have to do a multi-bracket approach. There should be, we'll get in there, though. We'll figure it out. All right, let's start with the toast for Koala. Holla. Koala. That's your toast. No, it's not. Koala, bro. Tommy, probably the biggest educator for me in terms of fighters. I never would have made it to Ultra Silver without you. And, my dad's a fucking racist. He sucks. That sucks, bro. That's unfortunate. I'd be bummed. In that way, my father is good. Yeah, I just randomized it to make it as far as possible. Awesome. All right, fair as possible. All right, Koala, appreciate you, man. If it weren't for you, I'd have never been so angry at fighting games that I realized I needed to get therapy. So appreciate you for that, and so there you go. Cheers, Koala.
Cheers, Koala.
Well, by default, Jeff, you are definitely next.
That's fine. I want a quick shout out to my mom who just popped in. Mom, hey! I was just talking about your racist mother, like minutes before you came in. You skip back later on and listen.
Did she ever reform? Did she ever get it together, or did she just no? Yeah, well, that's old fat.
I'm angry and racist. But she'll back me up. Yeah, Koala. Tell you what would
man, baby,
Koala love? I say, Koala, you the kind of person would I share my last would I split my last piece of bubble gum in half with you? Absolutely. Would I if you were like in traction and couldn't move, would I feed you like a baby bird? Would I like chew up the food?
Yeah, would he hurt you? Would he hurt you?
I would do that. Would I teach you to dance if you didn't know how to dance and you needed some kind of social occasion where you needed to dance? I would do that. Would I go to your house and build all of your shelves? You fucking know I would. And I do an amazing job at it. And I'll tell you what, man. Sometimes people just need a little physical contact, whether it's like, it's a little side hug, or it's like a little bro hug, or it's just like, tapping heads together, shoulder clap, a little butt rub, you rub your butts against each other like that. I do that for you any fucking day of the week. That's how bitchin' you are. Fuck yeah.
Cheers. I also love, hold on here. I love your mom so much. Never got it together. She was awful to the very end. I love that idea. Never got it together. She just never could pull it together. She could never have that moment of like, maybe I should not.
We got stories. That's for another time.
I love you all, but no one fucking touched me. I hear that. I love that. All right, Carly.
My turn?
Yeah.
Koala!
Oh my God, here we go. Unbelievable.
I got the dessert for you, friend. What's truly amazing is I got a little surprise the other day. We were talking about on CockTails on this very stream. We're talking about playing like a rock and roll band, and Koala gifted me Brutal Legend. Did you play that ever?
I never have, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Anyway, it was just like such a nice, sweet surprise, and it's really cool when people just kind of pop in to be just like, I heard what you said. You might like this. and it was very nice. And I didn't just want to say thank you for that. I wanted to at least give you a little like, you know. I figure that's a good one, right?
By the way,
I like toys.
Metal Hellsinger, Carly, is a first-person shooter rhythm game with all metal songs, like from real metal bands. So you have to shoot people to like the rhythm of the metal song to
awesome.
to like build up your like power-ups and stuff. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Definitely check it out. Metal Hellsinger, really cool. Also Trombone Champ if you like rhythm games, but that's its own situation.
Cool.
Yeah.
The other cost of going to grab, the reason why I got held up is going to grab the dino hat. You know, it pulls the wig right off, and I was like, whoopsie daisy.
There you go. What are you going to do? But you have hair under there. All right. There's the cheers for Koala.
Koala.
We got a roast slutty change, and yeah, I don't know. We keep it moving. We're moving close to questions. And we have gripes and gratefuls coming up as well. Get ready for gripes and gratefuls, where we each list something we're both grateful for and then something we have a gripe about. I'd say probably in the opposite order, so that you can end on positivity, Jeff, because I know all you want to do is sit there and be like, oh, I'm Jeff. My grandma said the bad end. But you know what? There's things to be thankful for as well, Jeffrey. And one of those things is Microscope Guy gifting Jeff's mom a subscription to my channel. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Slutty change, dude. You should be called Slutty Pennies, bro, because you fucking broke, son. Slutty change. I feel like they should have replaced this theme with you instead of me, and then like a round table or something. I don't know what I mean, but you know what I mean, because you're really into it. It's hard to roast you, man, because you're a really big fan. I'm gonna. Have you ever seen that Dragon Force song on Trombone Champ? No, I haven't yet, but I'd like to. I saw the One Winged Angel song, and Slutty Change is like One Winged Angel, but he's a no-dicked fuckhead, is what it's called, I believe. That's the boss fight song when you fight Slutty Change. Slutty Change, your name used to be Skelechairs, right? Or wait, what was it? Skelechairs?
Yeah, and then my girls called him Silly Chairs one time.
Silly Chairs, and now we're Slutty Change. Now we're at Slutty Change. It's like telephone, if the telephone was idiotic. That's right, Slutty Change. There's your roast. Cheers. All right, now let's get some bangers from these guys.
I'm panicking.
Here are the incentives, by the way. Someone, please make me take a shot of limoncello. I want to try it. I'm genuinely curious. $15. There's the link right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't think too hard. You gotta.
Yeah. We're past that. This is just here. Here goes Slutty Change. Dogs hate the way you smell. You stinker. You stinky butt fart.
All right, Jeff. What do you got for us? I'm roasting Carly. Carly, you suck so bad at roasts. You might as well refer,
you wear your favorite shoes.
You might as well refer to them as ice baths.
You.
Good Lord. For you, a roast is a fucking trip to Antarctica. Go on.
I'm fine. Like, yeah, man. I'm not a roaster. And I really, I've accepted it, but it is fun to try. It's like a part of my brain that just is like, fuck you. I don't know.
Just hanging out. It feels even worse because I was just literally hanging out with Jeff Ross on Saturday, and to be this bad. Well, I will say this. I mean, you have to sit down and write these sorts of. Even Ed.
Oh yeah.
Even Ed. I mean, Jeff is one of the few people now on the planet that can consistently roast people like off the cuff. I mean, he does that with his audiences. He brings audiences on stage and roasts them. But for the most part, you actually have to sit and really like think through. My 6-year niece is trying to figure out what I'm watching. The Beer God, you're watching 3 close to middle age. Well, 1 middle age. What's middle age? 45? Is middle age 45? What's his name died, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leslie Jordan.
Leslie Jordan.
That is pretty
Middle
sad.
age is 35, get fucked. No, it's not.
No.
45, right?
Yeah.
I'm not middle-aged yet. I'm 5 years off. I'm so sad. I say 45. Yeah, 45 is middle-aged. Jeff's over the hill, let's say. He's closer to death than birth, for sure. You know, you could definitely put money on that in a casino and probably most likely win. If you're to put money on Jeff being closer to death.
I just want to say, if I were to compare myself,
yes, Jeff, you wear it well.
If I were to compare myself to Jeff or Ed, they're like some of the best roasters out there, like in the world. They have an ability to like just take someone down the exact right amount in the kindest, most surprising way.
Like, normally I'd be like, oh, this guy, he should be raped in prison, you know, and people are like, that's not fun, you know what I mean? And everyone gets mad, and everyone tells me to leave the establishment. But I'm like, wow, it's just my attempted some hotty-totty jostling of a man's humors. I relate to midlife crisis, the years 38 to 47. So I'm in the pocket right now, slightly changed. I feel fine enough. I wish I had more money is my only big, well, we'll get to gripes in a little bit, huh? But there you go. Great roast, Carly. Jeff.
Whatever, man.
What do you...
I appreciate you, Slight Change, and thanks for making me roast you. It's good exercise for me to realize I'm very bad at it.
More like butt lips. That's what they should call them in chat.
You know, but you never know. I mean, it might not be a good roast, but it might be some strange, ramble.
There you go.
Sometimes they roast themselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes they roast themselves via their actions, just by being a genuinely shitty person, which leads us nicely into this slutty change. Yes, who used to be known as Skillet Chairs, and then we bonded over the fact that my daughters called you Silly Chairs. You thought was funny, and we decided to start entertaining at children's parties together. And this obviously is a couple years ago, and I show up. To our first gig, and there's like 20, 25 little ones around, 5, 6 year old kids. Nice the backyard, everything's set up. I come out and doing my my little flips, my joyful laugh and balloon animals and shit, and I'm like, okay, well, he's not here, so I guess I'll just go ahead and start with the confetti cannon, right? That's the first thing you do, as anybody who's worked in children's entertainment knows. You start with the confetti cannon. So I take the confetti cannon now, light it, shoot it. Internal organs of some, I believe it was a sheep. Spew all over the kids, all over the side of the house. I have screaming kids. I have parents throwing up. I have just this shock and horror. The fucking cops show up. I run from the place and think I'm finally in the clear. I get just clotheslines. Somebody just sticks their arm out from behind a fence. I go down. I'm gasping for breath like that. My windpipe is nearly broken. Next thing I know, I hear this laughter. This big bearded man grabs me up, holds me. There was that movie where the guy gets his eye stuck in the hook and then lifted up. That happened to me. Actually happened to me. I got lifted up. While I'm being lifted up, my pants get pulled down. A flag that says I'm a fucker gets stuffed up my asshole. I spend the next 48 hours hanging pantless with the flag up my ass from this thing. I find out that the whole thing was set up by Slutty Change. You're a piece of shit. Go rot in hell.
All right. Okay. Good Lord here. I'm almost out of drink. Good God, Jeff. I just feel like all of his anger came out in that one. All right, there you go. There was your toast and your roast. If you would like a toast or roast for yourself, there's the link right there. And again, $10 choose one of us from karaoke. Maybe we get a little song at the end of the hour here. $15 for a shot of limoncello. I'm dying to try it. $20 to finish your drink. I'm about to make a new one, so might be a good time for that as well. You want to make another round? Let's make another round. The Midnight Swifty.
I just got one brought to me.
Vodka, blue curacao, ginger beer, limoncello, prosecco. And let's make the drink, and let's actually talk a little bit more about it. I feel we talked about it a little bit, but you know what I mean? I feel like we got to, let's really suck this drink's dick.
Lindsay, do you need another drink in chat? Just pop that into chat if you do.
Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you, Jeff, as always, for your phenomenal stories. and Tales of Woe.
It was all true. I mean, he wrote it, technically.
All right, 1 part vodka. I love these. These intense ones, man. There's a lot going on.
Hell yes, make
a lot going on. Hell yes, make me one. Yeah, so Jeff's going to be making a double, by the way, if you're going to watch him. Step 2, 1 part blue curacao. Or curacao.
Curacao.
Yeah, this is definitely a really good addition to any mini bar. It's nice. It's a nice one to add to vodka, gin. You know.
I think we use this in the Dune themed drink, the Liquescent.
Yes, it gives it a really cool coloration, and it's delicious. Not too sweet. 1 part ginger beer. I'm using. I love this Fever Tree ginger beer. So yummy. So yum. I'm
using reeds.
Yeah, whenever I do a dark and stormy, I do a Fever Tree.
Watch out with ginger beer though, because you will have a very different drink if you get the alcoholic, like the 5 point whatever, or the no booze in your ginger beer. It can change an evening, but you get to make that choice yourself. What is this picture? Says Reddit.
What are you talking about? It's just a very simple, normal picture.
Oh, yeah.
3 parts Prosecco. Go. Uno, doce, trece.
And you don't have to be as precise as this. Just put in the amount of Prosecco you want. But
yeah, I'm being precise just because I don't know what 3 looks
like. I like the proportion. I chose it for a reason, so that's why.
Sure, with ice.
I didn't know that you could buy limoncello. I thought that was something you had to make at home.
No.
Yeah.
Our bottle also has the nice, like the long neck.
We've had this bottle for ages. We never really had cause to use it. And when I was experimenting making this drink, I used some lemon juice, and it was a little bit too tart. And I was like, we got that limoncello in there. I'm gonna try that.
Oh, is it too tart?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Absolutely delicious. He's throwing some ice in there. We're going to stir it up. Is that why Hold wants to release the butthole cut? Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, be one with drink, meld. You are the drink, and the drink is you. There you go.
So they make Carly sing.
Man, baby, tub nuts, what's up? Would girls be okay with me shaving me ass hair and gluing it to their face so she can have facial hair? Tub nuts, absolutely. I think they'd be completely fine with that. I don't even think you need to ask. I think they'd be totally normally fine with that.
Your drink's ready, Lindsay. Whenever
all right. Here we go. Moving on.
The cart moves away magically, mysteriously.
It's beautiful.
We have a couple more minutes to get a song in if we can, because
couple more minutes if you want the girls to do a song
and do some dancing for y'all.
I'll tell you what. 15, take a shot of limoncello. 20, finish the drink. How much is in the limoncello, anyways?
Oh, nice. Very nice pour. What a beauteous wrist. Who might own the wrist that holds the glass? Hi.
Oh, wow. This is 28%? Jeez.
That's why you're like shots of limoncello. I was like, well, it's usually a pretty intense boozy thing.
26% here.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess if shots can be 100 proof and all that, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, not as terrible as, but still more than I thought. 28's more than I thought. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to moving on into the second hour of the show.
Second and final hour.
I know. We're ending a little early tonight. Got to go record something extra after this. It's a fucking day, man. That's why I'm so glad. I felt like a dog shit because I meant to stay. I get up early with Winnie, and then I normally go into the office. It's like, dude, I have to fucking crash. I'm dying here, man. It's just so nonstop. Have you because Jeff, I feel like, did you feel this when your girls were really young? You felt like, was Saturday not more exhausting than like your was the weekend not kind of more exhausting than like your work days?
Yes. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. When does that change? 3, 4?
I don't know. It might be different for you because the thing is, for me, the girls got old enough they could like play together,
right?
And they could do their own thing, so they could be a little bit more.
It's kind of why you have to, is what they say. It's they could play together.
It was good, but yeah, just you'll find other way. You'll find workarounds. There'll be like local friends, or there'll be like
right.
Even then, you have to
coordinate it.
Be there, a certain kid, but get her into video games, man.
Right? Do they play? Wait, we've talked about this, I think, but do they play video games? They're good.
Yeah, they've been playing Stray. They've been playing.
Oh, right. That was why we've been. Yeah. I was like, I know we've been talking about it lately. It was because of Stray. They've been playing Stray.
They like the Lego games, which is a great.
That's a great. Those games are so good for kids too, to just be able to get lost in it.
We've gotten 3 years out of the Avengers Lego game.
That's crazy.
Because we've got all the different characters and we've completed everything, but it's still fun because it's just an open world thing where if you get killed, it doesn't matter because you just get more hearts again.
Right.
Yeah. He's been playing since he was 3 now. And this is what I wanted to share. The other night, our buddy did an outdoor movie night. It was going to be a screen and everything, but it was super windy here. So instead, he just brought the TV out and we watched Scooby-Doo 2 with a bunch of kiddos, 8, 6, 5, and 3. And the 8-year-old just got a fog machine. So she was waiting until like the spooky parts of the movie and then pushing the fog button.
Yeah.
And the kids were going, like running into the fog. They had the best time. And then after that, he got this little emulator thing that has all the Mario and like Contra. And so the kids were playing Mario and like Archer played Contra and did all right.
One of those.
Those games are. Those games are much harder than the games they have nowadays.
That's the thing. I'm more into it than they are. They're like, this sucks. This looks like shit.
Are the girls playing Roblox though? Because I know that is the other one.
Yeah, they're into Roblox. They're into Animal. They have on their Switches. They play Animal Crossing a lot. They love Minecraft. They do crazy shit. I thought I did crazy stuff in Minecraft, but they know more about it than I do now.
Yeah.
I should say none of us play like the survival mode, or we all play like the creative
just crafting.
Mode. It's like
that's what I do too.
Building news and stuff. They figured out how to make things, and I was like, how did you do that?
It's just so weird. I'll have to just look up gameplay footage and I know that it's kind of open ended, but I just looked up. I've never actually looked up images of Roblox, and after Google image searching Roblox, it's still there's nothing to me that explains what you actually do in Roblox, but I think that's kind of the part of it, right? It's like it's the thing where I'm the opposite of this when it comes to I think kids, especially getting into games, they want to just kind of do what the fuck ever and just like kind of get lost in it or whatever. Like they like the randomness, or like you can just kind of. It's a ton of mini games, right? So you're just playing all these different little experiences. Whereas I want like
little
direct
VR world.
Yeah.
Where they can. Like when I watched my niece play many years ago. She was pretending to work at a pizza restaurant and delivering pizzas and making pizzas, and if you drop them on the floor, cockroaches got them. And I was like, so you're playing a game about having a job.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Get unicorn stuff. And it was kind of like, well, not that different from some of the games I play, I guess.
I feel bad for my son. He wants to beat me so bad at Mario Kart. He'll win like 1 or 2, and maybe 1 is for real. The other time I've like slowed down a lot so he can catch up to me. But overall, I win the Grand Prix. But I want him to be fucking psyched for when he actually does beat me legitimately. Yeah. Teach him how to drift.
You can't let the kids win. In fact, the video games are actually a really good lesson for how to handle struggle, how to handle disappointment and loss. And it doesn't mean that you don't celebrate the wins. Of course you do.
No, but kids need to understand like failing upwards and shit like that, actually.
Yeah, well, and with Mario, the kids played a little bit and they're like, this is hard. It's like, yeah, that's the point.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, I don't know. They seem to kind of
welcome to why I like Dark Souls. You just explained it. All right,
girls are going to bed.
Girls are going to bed. Last chance for dance. $10. Any song you want. Carly can sing it. I'll sing it if you want me to.
Byron also asked if he isn't invited to come on for the.
Come on and join. Absolutely,
sure. He will come and say hey.
The final award. $10. Choose any of us to perform karaoke. Preferably Carly. The girls will come down and dance. There's the link right there. $15 for a shot of limoncello. $20 to finish your drink. And that, by your, I mean our.
This is a delicious drink.
You can drink too if you want to.
I really like this
I'll
drink.
slam this fucking thing. I don't care.
It did. I'm glad I did Taylor proud.
You killed it. You did such a good job, and I killed her apparently in the slides. It's great. I loved it, and I'm hot on the new album for sure. I think it's really strong, and I'm just so excited. You know, I'm both excited and dreading her going on tour, because Ticketmaster is such a fuckhead right now when it comes to high profile. So I was dumbfounded when I tried to get Blackpink tickets, and I gave up because nosebleed seats were $400. Nosebleed. That is a crime. Like, that is honestly fucking idiotic. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I am. I don't think I can, Red Age. So I don't know what to do. I'm so bummed. That was great. That was the whole thing about when I saw her. You know, times have changed. When I saw her in Jersey, those tickets were so reasonable. I mean, I never would have gone if they were unreasonable. I think they were like $60. And I got to see her. We had pretty decent stadium seats. We were like upper deck. We were, we were out there, but it was still, it was good seats.
It's a shame. I mean, it
this
really
is not Blackpink. I don't know. In terms of profile, like, I feel like they're up there in the same category for sure. But also, so Man Baby 15 from the Weed Wife. That's a shot of limoncello, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Maybe a quick good night from the girls.
Quick good night from the girls.
Come down. They can just come down and say good night, fuckers.
My max is 250. I want to see her for the 5th time. That'd be so. Wow, 5 times? I've only been the once. It was so good.
It's like something that only like rich, privileged people get to go enjoy Taylor Swift. It's a fucking shame that.
Or K-pop, but it's also, to be fair, Blackpink was coming all the way from Korea. They can upcharge because they know that Blackpink won't be coming all that often. I guess that's true, but how often is Taylor Swift going to be touring? I'm only just hoping she will make sure that her fans can go. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen was a similar issue, but I don't know. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have a quick good night message from the girls.
All right, girls, what you got for us?
Help me, assholes.
No.
What are the words that Daddy taught you?
You got shot, bitch.
Whoa.
Wow, Jeff. Really good parenting going on.
You better.
I'm calling
better
CPS.
Listen, Holden.
Cheers, everybody.
Awesome.
Woo! I love it. That
better cold. You gotta do it.
I was about to say that better chilled. I'm actually gonna put the shot glass in my ice bowl to like cool the shot glass down for if someone donates for that again. Thank you so much.
Shot of like hummingbird juice from the.
Another more and more. Get me drunk for my recording that I have to do after this. There's the link right there. $15 for another shot of limoncello.
Yeah, right.
$20 to finish your drink.
How long until we can bring the girls?
Not making them dance. So and
there you go. Yeah, they got the night off. From
oh no, did I miss the limoncello shots?
Yeah.
But in their place, Byron's gonna dance for you all.
Yeah, Byron will dance for you guys.
He will.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite kind of dance, Byron?
Mostly, I'm a capoeira guy, so I like to incorporate fighting with my dance.
You're like Eddie from Tekken.
Yeah, but yeah. Capoeira, man, it's hardcore shit.
I love that.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite character in Tekken 3.
Of course he is.
He was mine too, though.
What's that move where you just keep doing? What's it called when you do the same thing?
Yeah.
No, there's a derogatory gaming term for that. We use just a spammer.
Spam. Yeah, you spamming.
Yeah.
I call it little brother strats. Is what I call it. I call it little brothering. Like back when I believe it, Hal Dog. I absolutely believe that. Back when I would play Madden 92 with my brother, and he'd punch me in the arm.
Oh, God.
He'd punch me in the arm really hard every time I did it, and I would still do it because I was like, well, this is how I win. Hail Mary that ball down the field every single first play. It didn't work once every 4 times. You got a touchdown.
That's a 30%er. That's a 30%.
You got a touchdown so often with that strategy. And he would try to play real football against me, and I would just constantly just win because
on the video game console. We're trying to keep this shit real. It's like, dude, you have a star around your player and a turbo boost. That's not real.
Exactly. Hail Mary it the entire time. He punched me so hard though. It was abuse. But a fun kind. But it was a fun kind. That's such an endearing story. It cracks me up. It's so funny too because my brother wasn't very physical with me, but yeah, he would punch me. So by the end, I was seeing like I would like.
Wait, he hit you in the face?
My arm, because he'd punch me in the same part of my arm. No, but it was the same part. So by the end of the game, I mean,
by the
I would
fourth quarter,
I was
real bad shape.
It hurts so bad when you do it.
Well, what was that game called when kids did that shit? It was just like was it called Punch Game? Like, I don't know. I remember when you'd spin a
quarters,
dude,
quarters.
Quarters in your knuckles.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That
the
was
first
stupid.
person to make the person's knuckles bleed.
Yeah, there was shoulder punching game where kids would just punch and punch.
You would trade punches.
Right.
I did that once with a kid on my basketball bus. Doing stupid shit. And his kid, he's my age, but he was probably like 30 pounds lighter than me. But he'd also trained as a boxer a little bit before he moved to Pittsburgh. He's from somewhere else. But so when he would punch, it was really good. He was good at punching. And as big as I was, like hitting him like this, he was just like perfect. You're supposed to use your back. No. You use your back muscle when you punch. You don't use your arm at all. It's this weird muscle that nobody ever uses for anything except striking people. And he hit me we did like 4 or 5, and I said, nah. Yeah. And he hit me in the same spot every fucking time. Yeah.
That was like when stuff got too serious. I would play. My brother and his older friend. He was older, so he had friends who were older. We got into a pillow fight, and by the end of it, I remember I was hiding in my parents' closet, legitimately afraid for my life, because one of the guys decided to pack the pillow all the way down into the case and then spin it, so it was not a pillow anymore. It was a fucking
spin. The spin was the move. It wrenched it.
10 from Microscope Guy. Carly and Byron, hit us with some STP of your choosing. Is that Stone Temple Pilots? Is that Stone Temple Pilots?
That's
is that a favorite of you guys? That's hilarious.
It's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean,
thanks, Microscope.
Top 5 for me. I had the Purple album when I had my first car on compact disc.
Dude. Yes.
And I don't know. It's always funny to read the comments on YouTube videos. They accuse him of ripping off grunge music. Stone Temple Pilots. Listen to All of Purple. It is varied and good. I mean, the guitar player for Stone Temple, wildly underrated in my opinion. A lot of weird syncopated beats, really weird chords.
Hey, I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, just everything he did musically was great. And then the bass player and the guitar player were drummers, actually. They were brothers. The bass player and the guitar player were brothers. And the bass player also sang harmony, so he's kind of beating out these pretty technical bass licks, and then coming up and singing really good harmonies with Wheeland and.
Yes, Purple was great. Core too, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that was just raw and good, but again, uncategorizable.
Purple's the one I had on cassette. I'm just looking them up on Spotify right now. Purple was the one I had on cassette, and wore it out. Yeah, for sure. I've been getting really back into a lot of this.
We can do whatever.
I've been getting into a lot of this era personally. I just got Dookie on vinyl. I threw on that. I need to get some Pixies on vinyl. Yeah, this kind of era, I've sort of started to try to fill out because right now too, it's that's what's fun about getting into vinyl collecting is that you start to tap back into like all your favorite albums from different points in your life, and you're like trying to just collect all of those and bring them into your rotation, and and then I play it for Winnie, and it does that whole thing.
Yeah, because our stuff is vinyl now, like worth listening to on vinyl.
Yeah.
All right, hey, Microscope Guy. Like we always do Dead and Bloated. I love singing it. There's also Plush. There is
great.
I can't really plush with you.
Vaseline.
Too much.
Howl Dog. I'm gonna start naming other songs from a different
Big
album.
Empties. And nobody knows that title.
Paper hat.
What?
Tripping down a hole in a paper hat. I love that song.
Oh hell yeah. Howl Dog, I was gonna say Maroon I really like a lot. I love You're On Your Own Kid. Bejeweled, which I'm psyched because she's coming out with the music video for that tonight. What else? Sweet Nothings I super love. I like Antihero. That's kind of in there, but yeah, those are my favorites. I'd say right now.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaving out a one or two, but those are kind of been my early favorites for sure.
Jeff, thank you for your pick. It will be Tripping on a Hole in a Paper Heart.
Hell yeah. All right. Oh, let me stop the music here, and you don't have to share sounds.
Oh no, I just blast it.
I think that's
the way I like to do it.
It works.
I think so. Because I don't do headphones or anything. That's the issue, really. All right. Ready, I said, go.
Don't cut my paper heart, I ain't dying anyway. Take a look at Eiffel Towers, never trust some dirty lies. Sipping lemon yellow booze, old Led Betty sings the blues. All dressed up on wedding day, keep on tripping anyway. Now I said I'm not myself, not dead, and I'm not for sale. So keep your bankroll lottery, each side of dry deathbed motorcade. Take the heart and scratch the edge, skinned up knees and salty lips. Breathe your life, explain my life, and when you binge, I put you like. Let go, it's harder holding on. One more trip and I'll be gone. So keep your head up, keep it on. Just a whisper, I'll be gone. Take a breath and make it big. It's the last you'll ever get. Break a neck with diamond noose. It's the last you'll ever choose. Now I said I'm not myself. I'm not dead and I'm not for sale. Hold me closer, closer, let me go. Let me be, just let me be. I said I'm not myself, and I'm not dead, and I'm not for sale. So keep your bankroll out of each side and drive that bed motorcade. I said I'm not myself, I'm not dead, and I'm not for sale. Hold me closer, closer, and let me go. Let me be, oh, let me be. I said I'm not myself, and I'm not dead, and I'm not for sale. So keep your bankroll out, reach your side and drive that bed motorcade.
That's an abrupt ending. I forgot about that. I need to give those albums a re-listen for sure. That's great.
For sure.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much, Microscope Guy, as we are into our last hour. It's an early end to CockTails this week. But you know how it goes. Jeff, let's do gripes and gratefuls. We haven't done it yet. Jeff, give me your gripe and your grateful. That's all right. We name one thing, and you guys play along at home. Put it in your chat. One thing you're grateful for, and maybe a little gripe you've got these days. Well, something, you know.
I'm gonna start with the gripe. Is that right?
I think it's better to start with the gripe and end on the grateful. Because, you know, you end on the high note. You don't live in the gripe.
Don't live in the gripe, bro.
I live in the gripe all the time, man. I need to I gotta reverse it, you know.
Yeah, you are. I refer to you every now and again as a gripe lord. Like, you know, Lexi's like, "Who are you streaming with later?" I'm like, "Oh, you know, I'm doing CockTails with the gripe lord."
Fucking Jeff. Yeah, I get it. By the way, Missy Rupanda said that was excellent, Byron. Woo. And I agree. I second that woo.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It took me a second.
Who?
The one I've been listening to a lot is Big Bang Baby, and so I was like, get that out of my. And I was like, yeah.
I suggested that song.
A lot of Audio Slave.
I suggested that song, and I realized now that you were immediately typing in the thing. But I thought I saw no reaction in your face. I was like, okay, he doesn't like it. He was not good with that suggestion. So
it was a brain process thing. All right.
But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna have this dumb gripe. There's too many fucking podcasts. No.
Yeah, I'll concur that, dude.
And I'll tell you what. And most of them now are done by like completely non-charismatic, non-inflection, like just dead voice people who are interested in a thing.
So funny. So what is this based on? Like, what did you listen to?
Gen Z, that's what.
The one where I get the most ads for other podcasts is Behind the Bastards. And I'll hear people like, and Behind the Bastards is great. Wizard and the Bruiser, pretty goddamn good podcast.
Thank you.
They got some good ones out there. But but the thing is, like you'll hear like an announcement like, "Hi, I'm Devin McLeod, and
dude,
I'm going to have you listen to the most interesting things that ever happened in history."
There was so I listened to the Nikki Glazer podcast, and there was this advertisement for a different podcast about like two ladies who talk about like dating and stuff. Yeah. I've never heard a worser fucking advertisement. They were so like exactly what you said, like dead voice, like not charismatic. It was so obvious that they were reading copy, and I want to like hit them up and be like, you need to re-record this advertisement. This is so not gonna get you
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, like it is. Make it up off the cuff, because I can tell you're reading, and you're getting the opposite from me. I never want to listen to your podcast based on this advertisement. They're just like, and then we'll talk about our problems with date. Like, it was like if you wanted me to like make a fake advertisement where I was purposely trying to be bad at it, like that's what I would write. Like that's what I would model after.
I think there's a myth that people just like, oh, anybody can podcast now, but it's like there is still a performative aspect to it.
Yeah,
and there is still like entertainment
is editing.
Part of it, and it's like, and you can't just be there and it's like, I'm going to talk about funny math this year, you know, and
well, I mean, that's the truth of it, though. Anyone can Highway Weasel. Anyone can podcast, and because of that, everyone and their mother has a podcast. But then, you know, once it really, then it comes down to like, are you good at it, and can you actually just do it consistently for no money until it starts to pay for itself? But like, and then pay you. But like, that is so, you know, I mean, I think that's like kind of the thing with how I got to Wizard the Bruiser. If I had just done Wizard the Bruiser with nothing before it, it'd be one thing. But I did Roundtable for a decade for free every single week of my fucking life, you know? And then I eventually got to the point where I could, like, get money from people on a Patreon and, like, do Twitch and yada, yada, yada. But, like, that all came from a blood sacrifice of free content for years and years and years.
Many years. Many years of the content. The other thing, though, is I think there are some folks who are doing it for fun. You know, it's not so much about getting to that next level. They like learning or talking about this thing, and it's something that they could they feel good about doing, and it's available to others.
That's
and it's
fine, but it shouldn't be on iHeartRadio then.
Right. It shouldn't be. Well, this is the natural cycle of things. Like the people who just get a hit podcast.
B-side podcast.
Oh, they got to give it to
You never know.
Yeah.
Like, you might find a B-side podcast that is just like, man, I really like these folks.
But usually the corporate-led, like the podcasts that are like, we're talking what, Earwolf, iHeartRadio, especially iHeartRadio, anything that's like a corporate-run podcast situation, they're not going to necessarily put together, like that's not where the Last Podcast on the Left or the fucking, what's another one? How did this get made? Even that's Earwolf, but still, like, they're not going to come about like by money doesn't make success in this realm.
Doesn't make cool.
Most podcasts are not going to come about with 10 years of previous experience.
Yeah. And we
whether
saw this
with money or not.
And we saw this with comedy. We saw this with comedy video websites. Like, all these corporations thought that was the new way, and we were all going to have these, like, viral video. Like, it was all going to be Funny or Die or whatever. And
Funny or Die, yeah.
Right.
Everybody bought into that model, and then it failed left and right. And none of those exist anymore because
they became memes.
You can't create viral. Like, you can't manufacture viral. Viral has to happen when, like, all these things kind of click together. Yeah, Buzz.
How did Funny or Die, like, come? I mean, I know it came about, but then went away.
I think
because it was
Will Ferrell
was funny.
Still around, but it was because of Will Ferrell and the landlord thing. And this is the other thing too with podcasts, which is like frustrating. Somebody said this the other day, and I loved it. And I forgot who said it, but they were like, "Man, celebrities are just so fucking greedy. Like, they had to even come into the podcast space and like the live stream space and like try to take that over. So of course
it's another medium. I mean,
but the mobs are all going to fly towards that. But it's just so funny. It's like you can't just like go be a celebrity. You have to like podcast is where the little guy can make a name for themselves, right? Like that's kind of the beauty of podcasts, right?
Dude, not anymore. Capitalism, fuckface. Like it's anything that ends up being cool, profitable. Yeah, you're gonna get.
If you already have a huge audience, it's just gonna work.
Just come buy it. It's cheaper than actually making it.
The comedian celebrity podcasts are good, though. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I like the Nikki Glaser podcast. I like what I like about Nikki Glaser podcast too, though, is that she's very funny and she's like, I give you 4 podcasts a week. She does a daily podcast for like an hour. I mean, that's such a fucking wealth.
Generous.
The Always Sunny podcast is really good, actually.
I need to check out the Always Sunny podcast.
It's really good. It's just like 3, friends just like hanging out. It's
the funny chick that does the interviews. I love. What did I do now anyway?
Interviews.
The weird, who does those weird, crazy interviews now? She was a TikToker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She's very, very fashion forward and crazy as hell. She interviewed Annie Leibovitz at one time. We watched the show. It's
I would recommend. I said No Gifts. Bridger is legit funny and so daring. I need some new ones too, though. I feel like I'm a little lost in the specific ones I listen to. But you find somebody and you hook into them, and then it becomes like a personality thing and parasocial. Because I feel like people talk about their parasocial relationship with me. I feel like I have a parasocial relationship with Nikki Glaser. I will say, though, I have mutual friends with her, and I'm a huge Swifty, and she's a huge Swifty, so it's not too far off that we would be friends, but still. I said No Gifts. All right, I'll try that. What podcast do you like, Jeff?
Well, I like as I just mentioned, the Always Sunny one's really good. I like the Behind the Bastards is a really good one. I listen to, I'm a big fan of the site. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm sure I've mentioned it here before. It's 1-900 Hot Dog. It's done by Robert Brockway and Sean Riley, who's also known as Sean Baby from the old days of Cracked.com, back when that was like really cool. They have a site now called 1-900 Hot Dog.
Cracked.com. I had this very like square dude. He would come into the lumberyard, but we would bond. Like he was an alright guy, but he was just very, very square. But he loved Cracked. That's how I know like a couple really cool like digital music influences, and
Yeah, they were like really. They were great at like in their heyday, and then but now they've all moved on.
They scattered, yeah.
Cracked it, kind of like imploded because corporate greed got into the way, you know. But yeah, the 1-900 Hot Dog, I highly recommend checking out. And they have a weekly podcast
Cool.
called the Dog Zone 9000. Obviously, I'm going to recommend your podcast.
Well, sure, but people,
but
required by law.
Everybody sure knows those. So, but in addition to that, these other ones, those are the ones I listen to most consistently.
Behind the Bastards was good, but now there's some totally not funny girl who gives her 2 cents all the time. Like, obviously, probably one of their GFs, but it makes it unlistenable to me anymore.
No, I know who they're talking about. They're talking about Sophie, who's the producer, and she does chime in a lot.
I listened to the newer ones, but I couldn't hook in. But I'm also just allergic to history, and I know that's upsetting to a lot of people, but I want to love history.
You're allergic to history? You dick.
Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it has to be packaged. But at the same time, I love, like, Ken Burns' Civil War. Like, I like certain things, but at least it comes to audio only. I don't read a lot of nonfiction history stuff. I like nonfiction.
Howard Zinn. There's a guy named Howard Zinn.
I know. I tried to read people's history of the United States.
Don't read that. But I mean, find some of his essays and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
I fell off of that. I was like, I guess I'm just poisoned. I can't get into this.
No,
shit.
people's history is one of the most dense.
It's very dense.
I can't imagine anybody just like picking up and like, oh, I think I'm gonna tear through people's history.
Yeah.
That's not possible. Like you use that for a reference point. But he wrote a lot of really essays on something in power, and he wrote like great short form pieces that, and it'll give you insight and interpretation.
I would be way more into a book of essays than when it came to that sort of thing. But I'm just not very good with history. Well, I love that gripe, Jeff. What's your grateful?
I'm sorry, I was about to type something here. It
sounded like you were getting grateful. It's like some good thing.
I'm not grateful for anything, man. I'm grateful for shit. No, I'm gonna try and think of something like that. It's not like my family or whatever. Obviously, I'm grateful for that, my friends and stuff. But like
maybe in the form of entertainment. Your gripe is too many podcasts. So what are you grateful for in terms of stuff you enjoy?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna say this. I'm grateful that Star Wars is still culturally relevant and still doing some good stuff, because obviously that was a huge part of my childhood. As we've mentioned many times on this stream, I was there. I saw the original Star Wars in the theater, like the week it opened. It was
original nerd.
Yeah. But now the fact that like I've been enjoying Andor. I have no idea where the hell it's going, and I don't know why there's a character in it. I have no idea why the fuck he's in there, but it's like it's the fact that it's still going and that there's still like a lot of fun things. I waited fucking so many 30, 40 years to see Boba Fett crawl out of that fucking Sarlacc. It's like,
Sarlacc pit.
It's like, you know, and I know that's a controversial show for some people, but you know, it was you know, it definitely had some nice moments for me. But the thing is, The Mandalorian is badass as hell. So I'm grateful for Star Wars still being a thing and doing it really well.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. As that is one of the more appropriate fandoms. I was thinking about it in a silly way because I feel ridiculous trying to say like lament that it's hard to be a T-Swift fan, but it is kind of hard to be a fan because like no one just goes like, "Oh, you're a Star Wars fan? You're fucking idiot." Like, no one like would say that to you, but I get it all the time. Like, literally I made a post about it being excited for the new album on Instagram. I literally had a guy, maybe he's joking, just write, you disgust me. But that's the energy I get when it's like, I'm excited about this new album. I'm really excited about it. Like, legitimately, it's a fun thing for me. It always comes with weird hate. I get weird hate for it.
Yeah, I hate your Taylor Swift joy as well.
I know, you do it too. You're like, fucking it's just it's so bizarre.
You kept your mouth shut this whole time.
I know.
So why don't you just...
I like to hey, no jive. Oh, it's two things I want to say.
That's the difference. Is there's razzing, there's loving razzing.
My mother's husband is 74 years old, and he and his son have all of a sudden got into F1 racing.
I got into it a little bit.
They're having a great time.
But anyway, they went down to the race and I think I was in Dallas.
And it was in Austin. And they saw Green Day.
But they went and saw Green Day. And Marty is the Jew's name, doxing. But he came in Lumberyard and he grabbed a pair of earplugs. Because apparently Green Day is very loud.
Yeah, but you're misrepresenting Marty, though.
No. He's super fucking...
He knows more about pop music than I do.
And me. But he's also a pretty big T Swift fan.
He's actually on point.
You know who else is a huge T Swift fan, which I love, much to Zoe's chagrin? Peter Stamfel is a massive
of course he is.
Swift fan.
He's too hip for his own good.
He loves pop.
No, but he's a huge T Swift fan. Like, he's a big old Swiftie. Like, absolutely.
She is pop music.
Does she?
She is sort of like the grand dame of pop. It was like
Peter Stamfel is John's father-in-law, John Moreno, who does the Money Pit. Let me try to put this in the context. But Zoe has been in our world for forever. His daughter, and he was in a group called the Fugs in New York, and he's even on my favorite reference for him is that he's the vocalist on that weird song on Easy Rider, If You Wanna Be a Bird. I love that song so much, and so he's just in other words, he's like a counterculture icon from the 60s.
Yeah.
A beautiful child of a man.
He still has a lot of joy.
And he
is what I understand.
Him and his wife had 2 excellent children, Zoe and her sister Lily, and they're just great people. And John is now part of that family through getting married to Zoe, and it's really nice. So they had me sing in their family band. I got to sing with Zoe and Lily and Peter and some other musicians doing old commercials, old commercial jingles, because we did 100 years, a song for every year. It's pretty cool. I don't know.
And he likes Taylor Swift.
And he's from Wisconsin.
We have to forgive him for that.
So
and you too, Holden.
It's so
Jesus.
good. I Master Records.
So got it. Hey, was it a fun release? The midnight thing and all that.
It was great, and that's also the other thing. Is and I want to ask you guys this.
I didn't know that, right?
I actually want to ask you guys this because in my head, when that album was dropping, it dropped for me at 9 p.m. because I was lucky enough to be on the West Coast. At this point in my being a father, I wouldn't have been able to stay up till midnight to listen to the release. So
you'd have been up, dickhead.
I wouldn't have. I would have had to wake up early the next morning to listen to it because there was no way. But
11:50 alarm. Anyway.
I got to pour a nice fat glass of wine and sit and listen to it. And my only wish is I was just thinking I hope everybody has this or gets this. And what is this for anybody else? What is that thing that is gonna just drop and you're looking forward to it and you get to stay up for it? Maybe it's a movie or something like that, or a band's new release. But that's one of the things I love about her is she knows really well how to build hype in these different ways, but she's done it in different ways. She knew how to do it through COVID as well. In COVID time, she was album drops in tomorrow. Folklore and Evermore, she just was album drops tomorrow. It's going to just fucking happen. I know you need this right now. Whereas
even Whiskey Nick says Hellraiser, and I think that did have a nice drop. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
It was thoughtful.
You kind of like Final Fantasy. Yeah, for sure. When FF7 Remake came out, that was kind of like that for me as well.
Hey, she dropped it sweet this midnight. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get your shit out.
That was
because
I
love
good.
you.
It was
good. It was good.
But I hope everyone has that. Find a modern artist. Could you imagine Stone Temple Pilots having a midnight release of a new album that was going to harken back to the shit they were doing back in 1992?
Yeah, but that's
well, he's dead.
You can't lay him over.
This is an old story for me. Holden, I haven't mentioned my feelings about the T Swift album because it's not that I care at all, really. And that's no offense. It's I'm so happy for the folks who are into it. It's just not for me, and that's okay.
Did you actually listen to it?
No.
When did it come out?
I
was kind of kidding. I was over here just going to say midnight.
I went to Target today, and there was a big display. But one way or another, no, I'm happy for everybody's anything you get pumped about. Go ahead, get pumped. Doesn't fucking matter if I like it, if you like it.
And I tell you what, I love her now because she's voter oriented. She just tells people to go vote. She seems like an all right person.
Her politics are awesome, and that's the other thing about being a fan of hers is like her general approach to that stuff has been really reassuring. So you're
and
there
like, have been songs over the years.
What's so funny is
like
and then Kanye's like A-bombing himself with his.
Oh
with
my
his politics.
God!
It's insane. Jeff, did we get your specific grateful?
Yeah, he's grateful for Star Wars still being around.
I didn't give my bullshit.
Yeah, it's time for you guys' gripes and gratefuls. I'll tell you what, since it's the two of you in the window, give me each your gripe and then each your grateful.
Yeah.
Very well, sir.
I got it fast and
You got your gripe already figured out?
Well, I tried to think ahead. So, my grateful is for having like any kind of support. And that means in several ways. And I know we're not going to get too heady.
Gripes first.
No, because this has to do with my gripe.
They're inextricably
woven. So my gripe is that my cat is fucking dying. And we're not going to take it all the way down that road. I'm getting real. I'm telling you what I've been like kind of dealing with for the past couple weeks. I have to put my cat to sleep. Like, chill out. Probably sometime soon. So my gripe has to do with like that feeling in yourself that's just like, I don't want to, and it's just kind of selfishness and it's pain and it's fear and all that. All of that has been happening. However, I kind of came to this place where I was like, you know what? I actually have gratitude. I don't have fear of losing my pet. Instead, it has really helped me to think like, you know what? I'm really thankful to you, bud. You've been around 18 plus years. God damn, you're a badass, like, animal. No, we're not getting sad because I had this epiphany, Anxious Spider-Man, that it's actually about letting him know that, like, I'm really thankful for you, bud. It's like kind of bound to happen. And I'm grateful for not just my kitty cat, but that I've got support.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, also this cat has been around, it's the old age thing for me. This cat has been motherfucking around, dude, like since like college or before even. I mean,
he's 18 and a half.
Yeah, it's crazy.
City cat.
I know that's an intense subject to bring out. Like, it's not like, oh, let's all cry now. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the actual adult sort of recognition of this is painful, but I'm really happy that I have people around me to help me, and I also have a lot of like good feelings about my old ass cat.
So there you go. That's the gripe and the grateful at the same time. Gripe. Put her down. Put him down. Grateful. He was a good one.
He was around.
You asked.
I love it.
I'm trying to think of a gripe at this point.
I mean, it's anything to complain about. I mean, just even.
I don't think I've got the guns to fire back. What am I griping about? Nothing.
Thanks, friends. Yeah, it's
nothing at all.
You have no gripes.
No, I mean no, and I'll tell you why. Because it's kind of she's talking about a little bit. Just it doesn't suit you. It doesn't help. And I know it's hooey shit, but like I'm pissed off about a lot of things almost constantly. But I got to watch Ted Cruz get booed at a Yankees game. Like little things that like kind of bring you back. And I'm like, human beings don't suck. There are some shitty versions of them. But I'm reading a good sci-fi book that's kind of talking about that and translating our sort of social system to Mars and how we need to not do that. And so I've got plenty, but it's just a broad spectrum gripe. I'm generally disappointed with flashes of hope and promise. But what I am grateful for, that's my pessimism, and I try to make it like and it's Dune related, Holden. All these things, I was reading this sci-fi book, and it's an old story. The king was asking his wise counselors, he's like, I need you to tell me how to be sad when I'm happy and happy when I'm sad. And that's where the line, this too shall pass, came from.
Right.
That's what his wise men came up with, like, this too shall pass. You know, and it's the Zen Buddhist thing, you know, it's basically we'll see. You know, there's a story at the end of Charlie Wilson's War, where the CIA guy is Philip Seymour Hoffman is telling Charlie Wilson, he's like, you know, the story of the Zen master, you know, kid falls off his, you know, brand new donkey, breaks his leg, everybody's like, how sad. Village goes to war, he doesn't go because of his broken leg. Oh, that's great. You know, back and forth, this too shall pass. Oh, shit. And as far as, like, gripes and bitching, it's fun to gripe. Sometimes it's satisfying and it tastes good. But then what I'm really happy about is a couple nights ago, my friend did an outdoor TV theater
experience. I
experience.
mentioned it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. And usually he has a projection screen up, but it was real windy. We've got, speaking of, like, depressing things, climate change. So we've got these nasty southern winds that yeah, in a couple days they're real heinous. So he didn't get to put his projection screen up, but we still had a TV. We watched Scooby-Doo 2, starring all the great cats.
Yeah, we talked about that in the beginning, actually.
Right,
and then the
you know,
kids
did she tell you written by James Gunn?
Oh, wow, okay.
No,
yeah! Like, you're watching the credits, like,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
What the fuck? And yeah, and then he did Mario and Contra.
Yeah.
I got a couple really good pictures. Mario's a hard game. You die, and they make you start all the way over. But he's starting to come to grips with that.
But the fact that it was also a group of kiddos, like, having fun, getting scared, and doing difficult games
you tell
was
about the controller?
Awesome. No.
But his daughter trying to do Mario jumps, you know, with the controller.
Yeah.
To jump higher.
It was so darling.
It was a pretty boss night. We had popcorn and pizza and
raisins.
Yeah, little fun hangouts like that outside. Had a couple beers without, you know, being stupid, and it was a great night. I'm happy for that.
Yep.
I'm done.
Here we go from Wayward. I love it.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear, but some of the absolute best advice I was ever given. When we put down a dog for the first time and didn't know quite whether it was time, the vet told us that it's better to do it a week too early than a day too late. And wow, did that put things in perspective. We felt more confident.
They get paid either way.
Yeah, and they get paid either way. I would say my gripe and my grateful gripe is definitely more. It's all money these days, and I think it's actually like I'm frustrated at the external parts of that are bringing me down, like inflation and shit. That is like really, and especially this concert bullshit. Even like kind of reminds me of that, where I'm like, I think I wish I could burn Ticketmaster to the fucking ground.
Yeah,
they need to go, and everyone knows it, and we all know it. And we're all complicit. We're all just
everybody knows it now.
We know that they're gouging people. We know that this is wrong. You should be able to pay at least, you know, at the most $60 for a nosebleed stadium ticket to see any band
Pearl Jam
ever.
was bitching about this in '94.
Yeah, and now it's gotten to a fever pitch. Like I said,
30 years ago.
And I don't care that Blackpink's coming from Korea. There's no reason that I should have to pay $400 for a fucking nosebleed seat. Are you kidding? Man. For the last seat in the stadium, $400? That's absurd. So yeah, I think there's a lot of weirdness going on with money that is out of my control, that's largely affecting me, that's driving me crazy. That's my big gripe. Jeff, what do you got to say?
No, I hate it. I hate this whole culture of you have to have all this disposable income to see things that you love and to
just to enjoy in the cheapest Anxious Spider-Man, but that's bullshit because you should be able to enjoy it on the cheapest level. I should be able to sit in the final back row of a stadium and fuck it for fucking $60. Like, I'm sorry. It shouldn't cost hundreds of dollars to have the worst seat in the house. That's insane. Worst seat in the house in a theater, maybe, but in a fucking giant stadium, you're going to charge me $400? I could barely see the fucking...
This is what fucking
I can barely see the fucking... You know what I mean? That's a lot for that. $60 is a lot for that. Like,
put a full-page Pepsi ad in the middle of the program, getting a new program or something like that. That's what that shit's for. It's like it's. I don't think that being able to see art that you enjoy, whether it be music or theater or anything, it should have to fucking break you, or you have to be like rich to do it.
I even saw a thing. It was like, if you kill Carly's cat early, you'll get in for $200. And I was like, that's insane. That doesn't make.
I'm gonna shoot harpoons through my eyeballs.
What is the bloodletting? Why would a bloodletting get me in easier? It's evil and it's wrong. Dude, honestly, even $100 for a nosebleed seat, I would almost consider. $400, like, it's completely insane.
I don't even. Insane. I just like. I think I have an ear filter for anything that is just like way too much money or whatever. Where I'm just like, I don't even hear it.
Yeah. It just Holden, you have no clue how pumped I was to find out that I could afford meet and greet tickets for your show. I don't know if you guys are involved in the pricing. I've never even considered buying a VIP ticket for anything before this. I'm so excited. Hell yeah. And the only reason why we delineated that was just to make sure we could, like, give the time to the people, you know, because before it was like, you do a ticket to the show, we'd, like, try to meet you afterwards, but it was so unorganized, so.
When are we doing a CockTails live? When are we going to do, like, a...
I would love to do. Should we try to sneak one in? Maybe we could try to find a small. I'm going to be there for another night or whatever. We could try to find a small venue and do a CockTails live. I would be opposed to it.
I was joking, but to tell you what, I'd fucking do that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Like,
But regardless, my grateful though. You know, I mean, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for a plethora of like new enjoyable music. I'm grateful for live. On the same side of that token, I'm so grateful to be able to go to live shows again. We missed out on that for so fucking long. I went and saw, over the last 2 weeks, I saw 3 shows, or 3 weeks. I saw King Kong and Barbecue show. I saw Trixie and Katya live, which is like more of a theater drag show. And I saw
like to see that.
Carly Rae Jepsen, which was fun as fuck. Fun-ass pop show. And just very different shows as well. King Kong and Barbecue show is a guy in drums, a guy in guitar playing fucking like insane surfer rock. Amazing shit. Show. And they were amazing. And it brought me back to like Brooklyn shows. And
What's it called?
King Kong and Barbecue show.
It's like
play some for Byron after this. You will love this band. They are amazing. Awesome. Yeah, they are incredible. It's like acid surf rock mixed with like doo-wop. It's
really
awesome. Yeah, it's
but
so
also
good.
Like as far as live performance, like gross.
Awesome. Yeah, they came out like
two-man duo.
Two guys. One guy's playing drums and guitar at the same time. Another guy's playing guitar.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking crazy. It's so good, man. It's so good.
Very fun.
But yeah, so being able to not only perform again, which I'm so excited to do, and I even got to get up on stage with Eddie on Saturday for Brighter Side Live and riff and do some comedy and like. And getting to do the tour coming up as well. I'm so excited to perform again, but also just to see live concerts again has just been so fulfilling and great. And I want to continue.
Just talking about concerts tonight. My brother always drags me. He loves them because he knows they're great. And by the time I get there, I'm like, yeah, I do have fun at these. I'm real curmudgeon-y about going to. Like, I can't.
He doesn't like planning.
No. And concerts are planned.
Yes.
Once I get there, I was like, yeah, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's always great once you get there.
Like, I'm going to see a good group. Like, why would this suck?
Well, I'm in the same boat with a 1-year-old. It's a nightmare now to try to make a concert happen. But, you know, once you're there and you're enjoying it, it's awesome. It
is great.
You got the babysitter and you're at the yeah. What show? What was it?
What
show does he always make you go see?
No. I remember specifically he drugged me to see, it was up in Kansas City. Who the hell was it? I can't remember, but like... I
hear about the bachelor party where the next day he took him to Elvis, to Graceland.
That was a wedding, and it wasn't a concert. Where did we go? We went to Kansas City. Who the fuck was it? There are really good theaters in Kansas City. There's the Uptown, which is just a swank joint. There's the old Midtown Theater that's old as fuck. And, I mean, there's Starlight Amphitheater. I saw Willie Nelson there. And then... Of course, there's Kemper, or it used to be Kemper, but it's this huge arena, and that's right downtown. Who was it we went and saw? Oh, it was Postal Service.
Oh, wow! That's
yeah. And I was up there. I was bitching.
I would love to see Postal Service. I didn't even know they ever toured.
Oh, this was some years. This was some years back. But
right.
I was like, I don't have my grass. He's fucked up. And he's like, just shut up. And he loves me.
Reddish Prop, my gripe is that I hurt my friend's feelings last week by accident, and she still don't talk to me. My gripe isn't with her, but with my dumbass mouth and lack of filter. My grateful is that the weather has been so nice that I've been going out and touching grass and hanging out outside. That's so nice. And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's for the best with a friend, you know, maybe...
time is an okay thing.
Or don't be an asshole, either way.
Sometimes you just need a little time.
and try to figure out, you know, and maybe what you said needed to be said, and maybe that'll make your friendship stronger, but you should definitely hash it out. I saw Postal Service at Red Rocks, dude. One of my biggest vinyl pickups lately was I got to see at Red Rocks with my brother. One of my favorite concerts I've ever seen was Flaming Lips performing Softballs in its entirety with the Denver Man Baby. Thank you, Microscope Guy, for gifting Sprawled Out a sub with the Colorado Symphony Orchestra. When I went to Amoeba, I went with Ed to Amoeba. I took him to Amoeba Records to buy him a record on his birthday a couple weeks ago. And we had such a great time. And Man Baby, thank you, Microscope Guy, for gifting Anxious Spider-Man a sub. And I went to the Flaming Lips section. They had it on. I have it now. I have the show I saw on vinyl.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You're in there somewhere, man.
And that's so cool. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like hearing the show you went to on really nice, like on a really good record player.
You're part of the thing.
Yeah, it's
Red
awesome.
Rocks is so great. Yeah,
Red great. Everyone needs to see a show at Red Rocks. Jones Beach is another one, which I also saw Flaming Lips at Jones Beach. Flaming Lips.
What the fuck is Jones Beach?
Jones Beach is the East Coast. It's the New York kind of New Jersey venue where there's an ocean behind it. So you're seeing like a beautiful concert with like fucking just ocean behind them, and it's just this gorgeous like venue setup, kind of like Red Rocks, where you're. But you'd be
dope if they did like a sunrise concert.
Yes, like that would be perfect for that. Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
I saw a sunset on Flaming Lips and Weezer, and it was like incredible. And I was tripping balls on mushrooms, and there was this crazy storm came through as well. Like when Flaming Lips came out, they started with All Your Power. That like yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All your power. They like. And like this wind picked up, and they always throw those balloon balls out into the audience, and the wind just like threw them directly into the ocean. And we were like, and I fucking thought a sea monster. I literally thought a sea monster.
Kraken. I was just thinking Kraken.
I thought a fucking Cthulhu monster was about to rise up behind the stage.
Some sort of kaiju.
I was just fucking losing my mind. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
But anyway.
Hey, he's fun. That just
live
sounds like
shows. So there you go. Your gripe was too many podcasts, and my I kind of wish I forgot the last time I saw Weezer live. Yeah, Weezer was the buzzkill, by the way. Weezer would come out. They did this weird thing. I've never seen this in a show before, and even they admitted that in the beginning. They're like, we're doing this weird thing where Flaming Lips are going to come out and do like 3 songs, then Weezer's going to come out and do 3 songs, then Flaming Lips is going to come out. So like that was the show. Like they integrated their sets. And it was so jarring for a mushroom trip because I'd be like having the time of my life watching Flaming Lips, and then Weezer would come out and do like Hollywood, you know, and we'd be like, like Weezer, we're just tripping balls watching this. And
we're watching the tripping ball show and then going into
they were like the sober
parochial school.
Where you say, Jeff?
So I feel like they try to fuck up their shows sometimes. I've never actually seen Weezer before in concert, even when I was super into them for a while. But the thing is, when I heard they do shows like where like all the other band members sing and Rivers Cuomo doesn't sing at all, like and they do like these weird fucking like experiments with their shows, and
they're not cool guys.
Yeah. I will say,
play your goddamn songs.
I do love the Blue Album, and I do love Pinkerton. And whenever they would play songs from those, from those albums, I had a great time. But they also played a lot of not stuff from those albums, and it was a bad time. Here is the link for the incentives, guys. We've got 6 more minutes. We're ending an hour early. There's the link. Please make us take another shot of limoncello. $15 for a shot of limoncello. Byron will chill them. It will be great.
You can sing a song if you want.
And a song. Can we get one in? $10 for any song you're
How about Buddy Holly by Weezer?
How about Buddy Holly by Weezer?
I would do.
No.
I wouldn't do Buddy Holly. I would do. I like this surfing one.
Hollywood. I have to go record something. Anxious Spider-Man.
Take my board. That one.
Yeah,
I love that song.
That's my favorite. That's a
good.
I stand by.
Take my board. I love that song.
You and I do El Scorcho.
I love El Scorcho.
That's a very That's a very good karaoke song.
But
that might be my favorite Weezer song.
Actually.
We've done
El Scorcho is so good.
A couple times. I think we even did it last time when I was in LA.
God damn, you have Japanese girls.
Nailed it.
Do it to me every time.
Redhead said to shred the jello, and I'm jello, baby.
So horny boys, you know.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll go.
Jeez.
That's so funny. Roland.
I go Scorcho.
I love Beavis and Butthead PC game, and Buddy Holly was a music video in it. That's awesome. Well, as we close out, we've got 4 minutes. If anyone wants to be the hero with the $15 limoncello shot or a song, you got to get the song in quick, though, if it's going to happen, because we have to get out of here so I can record.
The Creepy Jeff picture?
Yeah, it's Holden mixed with Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah,
one more time with the drink, by the way. It's the Midnight Swifty. 1 part vodka.
Please about that, I'll tell you.
Oh, I should have had
1 part
like
blue curacao.
Curacao, Christ's sake.
1 part ginger beer. 1 part limoncello.
Oh, he's
I don't know if I agree with the jerking off to the Cats film. 3 parts prosecco.
Excuse me.
Hey, I have the skinny neck
with
bottle.
ice.
Great.
Oh, that's accurate.
1 with drink. Meld, you are the drink. The drink is you.
Dun, dun, dun.
There you go. Cocktails.
Dark Jeff.
Very dark stuff. Buddy Holly by Weezer and Mariana Cross by Ghost have merged together in my head to make an unholy song mashup. That's actually really good.
Interesting, Astery. I like that.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I think we are moving to the closeout. Well, thanks, guys, for joining me. Oh, my God. $25 microscope guy. Byron and Carly do Weezer, and we're going to do a shot of limoncello on top of that. That'll be the best way to close it out. Thank you so much, microscope guy.
Hello, friend.
What are you guys going to do, El Scorcho? Go for it. But you got to do it now. We got to do it quick.
Okay. I want to do Surf Rocks America, personally.
Or, yeah, Surfway. Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
I mean, that's my preference, but microscope, if you would like.
Yeah, Surf Wax America, please.
Different. By all means. I gotta switch it over to the big speakers. Are you coming back, or you're getting shots?
I put my shot in my glass so I could put an ice in it, get it nice and cold. So.
I've got my shot. Everybody get your limoncello shots at home as well, by the way. Everyone get your limoncello shot.
Microscope says, my call. I think we do Surf
Imagine Taylor seeing those images with no content. I know. I'm so sad I'm going to end up on her stalker list before I can get a chance to
Here's how you make a limoncello shot at home, by the way. Get some lemon juice. Get some fresh squeezed lemon juice. Put some sugar in it. Put a tablespoon of sugar in it. Add some butane. Butane. You can get a lighter.
Yes.
Crack the lighter open. Put the butane in directly.
Your mouth on the car exhaust.
Zippo Worth should actually do it. And drink it. Swirl it around in some ice and drink it.
All right, here we go.
Or chug it if you want, as Tubnut says.
Thanks, buddies.
Cheers. All right, Surf Wax America.
That's not bad because it was cold. It was way better cold.
It was chilled.
Well, enough.
Shall we?
Last time it was hot.
Shall we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw all of my love via dance over this.
Can I do the first person?
You have at it. Here you go.
Hop in. The sea is foaming like a bottle of beer. The wave is coming, but I ain't got a fear. I'm waxing down so that I'll go real fast. I'm waxing down because it's really a blast. I'm going sucker because I don't like your face. I'm heading out because I hate the race. I'm running. I'm going surfing. I'm going surfing.
You take your car to work. I'll take my boat. And when you're out of you, I'm still afloat.
Now you do this one.
Okay. My buddies and their honeys all come along. They seem invincible as they trip along. The sea is rolling like 1,000-pound cake. We're going surfing. We're going surfing. You take your car to work. I'll take my boat. And when you're out of fuel, I'm still afloat. You take your car to work. I'll take my boat. And when you're out of fuel, I'm
thought it'd come to this, and now I can never go home. All along the undertow, strengthening its hold. I never thought it'd come to this, and now I can never go home.
I mean, it's just a great song.
You take your car to work, I'll take my board. And when you're out of fuel, I'm still afloat. All along the undertow is straight.
You do that.
Take my board. Never thought it'd come to this. Now I can never go home. Take your car to work, I'll take my board. And when you're out of fuel, I'm still afloat. You take your car to work, I'll take my board. And take your car to work, I'll take my board. Yeah! It is one of their best songs. Great choice. All right, we got to get out of here. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you again for that last dono. Listen to the Blue album. It's very good. And
good album.
That and Pinkerton. No, not a bad song. All right. Take care, everyone. And what's going on right now? Who should we raid? I'm sure there's someone. Art Smackdown, probably. No?
The Tartars.
Another hour.
Did they finally give up? No, they're probably going to keep streaming. But
They come on in an hour, though. We're ending early.
Oh, right. They come in an hour. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to raid Jonan Vasquez, writer of Invisible, her Invader Zim, and Squee, and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. He's streaming right now, so enjoy him. And yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Take care, everybody. Say goodbye, Carly.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Byron.
Goodbye.
Any plugs from you guys?
See you tomorrow.
Plugs. What?
Butt plugs.
What?
You got
Butt plugs from Byron.
Carly,
I say
don't you have a-
tomorrow.
I misunderstood the question.
Carly, don't you have a website? Don't you have a website?
Of course I do. I'll put it in the
All right,
link.
put it in
Tomorrow
chat.
will be Lady Death Squad. And then on Wednesday, I've got Nuka and also Bigfoot's first cousin talking about vampires and kind of the origins
Nosferatu.
of vampires with historical context. And then more singing on Thursday. That's all.
And Jeff.
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh.
Nice.
You know who that was?
I want to hug you
I
so
love
bad,
it.
Jeff. Like
Oh, you'd have
where
such a
it
good hug.
where it turns into like, is it gonna neck?
You're
Maybe.
right. Is it gonna go overboard? Have a good
Well,
night,
no,
everybody.
is it gonna go underboard?
It's gonna go underboard. Exactly. Butt plugs. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Oh, that's
Take
all.
care. Cocktails.
I dig it.
With Jeff and Holden. Cocktails. Woo with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails.
Love ya.
Woo with
Indeed.
Jeff and Holden, making cocktails for you, making you laugh, making you blue. Cocktails. Cocktails. Woo with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails. Woo with Jeff and Holden. Holden with Jeff and Jeff. All right.